step number one on how to list a property. So once you're talking to the person in on the phone or in person, I like to ask before I go out to the house. Now, this is somebody if you don't have a relationship with them already. But before I would go out to the house, I would ask, "Are you the primary decision maker?" And that's I'm asking that in case they got a husband or wife, so that once I get there, they don't say, "Oh, I got to talk to my husband. I can't sign your agreement." So I want to get eliminate all that. Or if they do say, "Well, yeah, me and my husband are the decision makers," then I'll say, "Okay, well, you and your husband be there for our meeting," right? So if you notice, I'm just constantly asking them questions, right? So I'll say something like that. The number two question you want to ask too, and especially if you want to ask, is there a mortgage on your home? And they'll either say, yeah, I owe about 30,000, or nope, my home is free and clear. The reason that's important because if they have a mortgage, you want to know how much they owe so you can see if the house is sellable, right? Even though we're not really having a lot of those problems this year, but that's good to remember. And then the number three that I ask them before I go out, I'll say, if you like everything I have to say, once I come out, are you ready to get started? So if they pause, then you kind of know they're kind of not ready to get started. So then you can tell yourself, okay, I'm gonna go out there, but I'm not gonna give them a whole lot of my time, but that tells you a lot. Or they might be like, yeah, yeah, I'm ready to get started ASAP. I need to get rid of this house. So it just helps you to understand what you're dealing with. And I like to ask these questions because, as we know, in real estate, 90%, I'll say at least 50% of the people are wasting your time and just trying to get information from you. So that's my way of eliminating the BSers. Any questions about that?
Nope. Makes sense.
Make sense?
Yep. Eliminate
Okay.
time wasters.
Yes. Yes, because time is money, right?
Correct.
Absolutely.
We ain't got time to be using our gas in our car going over there for nothing.
And tell me about it.
All right. So now let's get to the house. Imagine I'm at the house. I done drove over there. I'm at the house. So normally, of course, you knock on the door, you stand. I always tell women, or, for men too, you kind of stand in the side. We don't want to stand in front of the door in case something crazy going on and they shooting. You're not right in front of the door. You're on the side, but always knock, and then, greet them with a nice smile. Be clean, be presentable, hair nice, just have on clean clothes and hair done, presentable. I always try to compliment them on something. If they got nice curb appeal, something just to kind of break the ice and just kind of, be kind. But this is where I would do a little small talk. So I would say, thank you for inviting me over to, sell your house. And then, I would do a little small talk and say, can you walk me through the house real quick? Now I ask, can you walk me through real quick? But some people will say, can I just walk through the house so I can view it the way a buyer would view it? So some people want to discover on their own. I don't. I want them to walk me through. So you can say something like that, and again, compliment them on something, but be genuine and natural, not a bunch of oohs and ahs like they be doing on HGTV, because people want real people. Yeah, people want real, authentic people, and again, always naturally just be yourself because that's what's gonna make you special in real estate is your uniqueness, right? So, okay, once we take a quick look at the home, I always, have my little notepad and I'll have my little folder with me, right? And now inside of I don't got it right here to show you, but similar to something like this, but it's like a little leather zipper binder or whatever. I always have that, and I have my contracts inside of this and my comps. I have it all inside of this, but I'm not showing it until we sit down at the table. So now when we sit down at the table, now I am ready to get down to business. So at this time, I'm not really doing no small talk anymore. I just whip out my comps. Now your comps you have already prepared before you even went over there. Now, who knows what's in the comps? What should be in the comps?
So what should be in there?
Yes.
And I say that's a question I have for you too. What I do know should be in the comp is definitely you want to have comparable properties of like property. So if it's a two-story, make sure it's a two-story. Um,
Right.
you want to make sure you would hopefully within the same school district or at least within the your main cross streets in that area. You want to make sure you
Mhm,
got square footage, bedroom size, things like that.
mhm. That school district, that's a real good point. That's really, really important. Like say in certain areas, not so much in Detroit, but like one example is Canton.
Mhm.
I believe Canton has one section that's Westland schools, one section that's Plymouth Canton schools, and the home values are less in the Westland school district area
Mhm.
because this Plymouth Canton school district is so great. So those homes sell for less. So you're right. And then like in Southfield too, there's like a little corner that's Birmingham schools. So
Mhm.
those houses cost way more than the houses.
Down there about 12 miles, Leicester area. I know a couple people that's down there and just bought a home and they're actually in Birmingham schools, but they are in Southfield.
Yeah. Yep. So those homes got more value. So that's real important.